Today I'm speaking with Tom Drivas from Appia Rare Earths and Uranium. Recently, Tom, you just announced a deal with Ultra Rare Earth, and they're currently doing their due diligence. Can you give us an update on that deal?
The due diligence is happening as we speak. Ultra had 4 groups on our property. We think the due diligence is going well. Probably the market doesn't understand that we're actually partnering with them, because we were always looking for a strategic partner to jumpstart the development of this project. And the Ultra Group, the people behind Ultra Group, is very substantial and very successful in the mining business.
Rare earths in Brazil. What's going on with your project there?
As you know, Tracy, Appia has the PCH project in Goiás State, Brazil. We feel that this is one of the better projects out there. It's an ionic clay at surface, and we also have carbonatite type mineralization at depth. Our project basically there it's in a way is unique because of it contains the right rare earths, and also because we're very close to infrastructure. We're about 15 minutes away driving from a mining town, a 30,000 people mining town with airport and hospitals and universities. And basically it's the terrain that the project is on is farmland, basically easy rolling land, and we think that that's basically will help our economics, basically, because infrastructure is there. In addition to that, we have, as I mentioned before, the right rare earths, the heavies, neodymium and the neodymium, praseodymium, that magnet rare earths. And our initial work in metallurgy indicates that we have very fast kinetics. About within 1 minute, we probably get about 90% of the rare earths out from the leaching that we're doing.
So it's my understanding with Ultra Rare Earth that what they're going to do is, once they complete the due diligence, and should they decide to proceed, they are going to throw in a private placement of $2 million, and the unit's going to be 50 cents US. Is that correct?
As part of our deal, Ultra is going to be investing $2 million US into Appia at 50 cents Canadian units with a 2-year warrant at 70 cents.
Okay, and for those of you out there, the reason I mention this, you may not be familiar with private placements, is 50-cent unit is significantly higher than what you're trading at right now.
Yeah, we're currently trading around 19 cents Canadian, so it's more than double the current trading price.
And you just announced a private placement this morning. Can you tell us what the private placement funds are for, and a little bit more about that raise? We're
currently drilling, and we're actively drilling the PCH project in Brazil. And we'd like to continue with this drilling and actually increase the speed of drilling. So we needed some extra money, and some of the Ultra investors will also wanted to come in, and obviously our other investors can participate. So we definitely will do more drilling with this money at PCH. And as part of our deal is whatever money we spend from the time we sign the deal to the time that the deal happens, we'll get the money back. Appia is going to be refunded the money from Ultra.
And of course, members of this group that are investing and partnering with you, or doing their due diligence towards partnering, also have excellent relations with the Brazilian government. And of course, we've been tracking the Brazilian government, who are trying to fast track critical mineral supply chains. Would you say that's correct?
This is correct, Tracy. The Brazilian government is doing everything it can to see the advancement of projects like Appia's. Obviously, we want them to do more, but they're on site.
When you told me a few years ago, you said, Brazil, this is the most exciting project. You've got to pay attention to this, Tracy. I think many of us are just coming on board now. We're like, wow, this is really an exciting project. For those of you out there who are not familiar with the ionic clays in Brazil, can you tell us a little bit more about your project?
Well, ionic clays are easier to process. There's basically the rare earths are in clays, usually on the top 10 meters from surface. So in our situation, in our project, there's no overburden. Practically, there's no overburden. As I mentioned earlier, it is a flat land. It's farms, and we're 15 minutes driving from a mining town. So, and we have really good kinetics, and we've got the right rare earth. So this project ticks all the boxes. And actually, I guess we were missing one box, the financing to get this project to the next level. And we think with partnering with Ultra, we tick that box, and we want to see this project moving forward as soon as possible. And the deal is, after this project gets to a pre-feas or feasibility, Ultra will do a public offering in the States, and Appia will end up with 25% of that public offering.
Well, as we await the due diligence from Ultra, for those of you interested in finding out more about Appia rare earths and uranium, please go to the following website. And thank you, Tom, for the update.
Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it.